aiming for glory.
The silver to Vijay Kumar.
Smashing records.
Hundreds in international matches.
Delivering the knockout punch.
In the blue corner, representing India.
As the Indian juggernaut blasted off the blocks. And there was no keeping up.
Silver medal in the 66 kilogram.
Time and again, India reminded the world that a new sporting superpower is emerging. On this show, we salute our sporting heroes and their triumphs.
This is an incredible moment.
For making history,
Performance from Virat Kohli.
For rewriting record books, and for making us proud. Let's relive India's finest sporting moments.
What a journey it's been. 2012, the year of the birth of a new sporting superpower. Hello and welcome to this special presentation, India's finest sporting moments 2012. I am Siddharth Kochar. Just to look at what Indian sports persons have been able to achieve this year is awe-inspiring. It gives you goosebumps, and we'll begin right with those visuals that will actually give you goosebumps. London Olympics 2012, in the space of 17 days, India went from nobody to the next big thing in the world of sport.
The silver to Vijay Kumar. In the blue corner, representing India.
Honor, pride,
Bronze medalist.
passion, glory.
With the silver to Vijay.
All part of the Olympic dream. And in 2012, it wasn't just Indian athletes who were dreaming. The entire nation was dreaming with them. India's biggest Olympic contingent ever showcased their talent and potential, registering resounding wins in different categories of sports and reaching the best medal tally for India in the mega events so far. Bagging 2 silvers and 4 bronze medals in thundering fashion, India certainly made its presence felt in world arena. Leading the charge was shooter Vijay Kumar, who kept a low profile throughout the build-up of the big event, but ensured that his pistol did all the talking when it mattered the most. Known for his focus and determination, India's ace pistol shooter gave a stunning performance to bag the silver medal in the 25-meter rapid-fire event.
With the silver to Vijay Kumar of India.
एक मेजर कंपटीशन है जो हर 4 साल में एक बार आता है, तो हाईएस्ट कंपटीशन था, प्रेशर भी था, लेकिन हमने हमारी जो ट्रेनिंग थी उसके हिसाब से हमने अपने प्रेशर को होल्ड किया और परफॉर्म किया.
A billion hopes for a medal were also relying heavily on the Najafgarh wrestler Sushil Kumar. And the Indian grappler delivered, bettering the bronze medal he won in 2008 with a silver medal in London in men's 66 kg freestyle. With this medal, Sushil Kumar also became the first Indian ever to finish on the podium in 2 successive Olympics.
Silver medal in the 66 kilogram.
बहुत ज़्यादा खुशी है और अच्छा करने की कोशिश की थी, मैंने देश के लिए मेडल जीतूं और वो हुआ, और कोशिश थी कि गोल्ड जीतूं मगर ब्राउन सिल्वर हुआ है और बहुत खुशी है इस चीज़ की कि देश के लिए कुछ अच्छा कर सका.
Another wrestler on a mission was Yogeshwar Dutt. Burning inside over missing out on a medal by a whisker, Dutt wasn't going to return empty-handed this time, and he did it in grand style, staging a spirited fight back in the repertoire round. With 3 successive bouts, Dutt realized his dream of winning an Olympic medal for his country.
पीस ओलंपिक था, पदक के मैं चाहता था कि मैं पदक जीतूं ओलंपिक, क्योंकि इतनी ट्रेनिंग करते थे हम.
Like Yogeshwar Dutt, another man had been steaming over his failure in Beijing for 4 years. And despite all his wins and achievements, it was the Olympic medal which became Narang's raison d'etre. Goldfinger ensured he would leave London with no regrets, withstanding the pressure when it got really close to deliver the bronze.
This wonderful bronze medal now is wrapped around his neck.
London 2012 was also a reminder of how fortune favors the brave.
For a place in the final.
Saina Nehwal swatted aside the opposition to race through the last 4. But there was still chance to win India's first medal in badminton in the playoff for 3rd place.
Rang a little impatient.
but standing between her and the podium was Jing Wang. The Chinese shuttler took the hard-fought first game 21-18, and Saina had another comeback to script.
Wide again. And she looks like she might have a little bit of trouble with the leg.
It promised to be a difficult one, but after claiming the first point in the second game, Wang pulled out with a knee injury.
She landed on that right knee, it seemed at that point of time.
And Saina won her place on the podium.
A bronze medalist here in women's singles.
It's such an unbelievable thing which happened to me. But finally really happy that this Olympics came out with a medal. Really proud that I could do something really great for my country.
India's supermom, Mary Kom, is also an inspirational Olympic success story. The diminutive Manipuri went up a weight category to be able to compete in the games. She trained with men as her opponents to add that extra edge to her game that could prove to be the difference between a medal or failure.
In the blue corner, representing India, Mary Kom.
And it all paid off for the mother of two as she bagged the bronze in London.
For the last 3-4 years back, I'm training with the boys, a guy taller than me, heavier than me. I'm training with them, with the boys.
It's true that sport's biggest objective is to unite, and that's what these Olympians did. Made India cheer in one voice for them.
In 2012, the unthinkable happened. Never before had we thought that we'd see an India-Pakistan encounter without Sachin Tendulkar as a name in the team sheet. But the master called it a day, leaving billions who thought cricket was Sachin and Sachin was cricket shocked. But before that, the master gave us a present that we'll remember and cherish all our lives. The ton of tons, it finally happened.
Brilliant Sachin Tendulkar. Outstanding achievement and richly deserved for someone who's been so special in this world of cricket.
Hundreds in international matches.
Relief. You could hear the collective gasp of over 1 billion people. India had been waiting for this moment for almost a year. They had suffered agony, anxiety, heartbreak. But when it arrived, everything was forgotten as the nation burst into celebrations.
This is what the world has been waiting for. A Tendulkar 100 to get to his 100th. Indian flags are out, Indian fans are up on their feet.
For Tendulkar, there was just an acknowledgement to the gods. While the usually partisan crowd at the Sher-e-Bangla Stadium rose to acknowledge the greatest cricketer ever at 4:35 p.m. India Standard Time, the master later admitted that he is mortal. He did indeed feel the pressure.
This is an incredible moment. This is a special moment. We are all very, very lucky. We are all very, very fortunate.
Scoring 100 is not easy, and it doesn't come as and when you want. You have to go out, and all the things should click together, and it's a process. I've experienced that even after scoring 99 hundreds. 100 is not that easy. Possibly the toughest.
Goes for the single. Come at the champion.
For Sachin, breaking records has never been the ultimate objective. He has always maintained that playing for India is living the dream, and he is grateful he has been able to accomplish that in his storied career.
A terrific response to the ground where he had a hell of a lot of success.
I didn't start playing cricket to break records. I started playing cricket because I loved playing cricket. My dream was to play for India. And while playing cricket for India, living that dream, many records have been broken. But it's not about breaking records. It's about enjoyment factor and the way I want to play cricket for India. That is the most important thing.
Even though he may not be scoring runs in the prolific way he has done before, Sachin is undoubtedly a living legend, an inspiration, an idol to billions, the Master Blaster.
Oh, you little champion. If there was ever one deserving to break this milestone, this Everest, It is certainly Sachin Tendulkar. Teammates on the balcony, everyone out there.
He still has the heart of that 11-year-old boy who first picked up a bat to don the India cap. Hear the national anthem. Feel millions cheer his name as he walks out to bat. Win matches for India in tests. And above all, be the best he can be. And those who doubt that, well, frankly, we don't care.
Finally achieved the milestone. What a day for India, what a day for international cricket, what a day for international cricket fraternity.
India versus Pakistan, the perfect litmus test for a cricketer. An opportunity to separate the men from the boys, the pretenders from the real thing. And those matches this year, India discovered a real hero, a titan, a warrior. The boy who will be king. Virat Kohli in multi-team formats kept Pakistan at bay. In fact, you can say that it wasn't as much India versus Pakistan as it was Virat Kohli versus Pakistan in those two matches, one in the T20 World Cup and another in the Asia Cup, where he kept the arch rivals at bay with two magnificent efforts.
Scientists have been trying to recreate the Big Bang for a long time now. What a waste! Why didn't they come to an India-Pakistan cricket encounter?
There it is! Amazing timing from Virat Kohli. Preeti is being hurt here.
India winning this game comfortably with 8 wickets in hand.
And this year was no different. Twice the two teams met before Pakistan's tour to India. The earth shook and the new star of Indian cricket was born.
Great piece of timing, lovely placement.
Nerves of steel, ice in his veins, and a calm head on his shoulders. The first time we saw it was in the Asia Cup, a match India needed to win to stay in the tournament. Pakistan had racked up 329 for 6 on a flat batting track, and in reply, India were already a wicket down with nothing on the scoreboard. A situation that would unnerve lesser mortals. But not a man destined to be one of the best ever.
Good piece of timing from Virat Kohli.
The 23-year-old, already burdened with the vice captain's job, showed no signs of feeling the pressure as he batted like a seasoned warrior, using bat like a sledgehammer to bludgeon the Pakistani bowlers into submission. Kohli's Virat effort powered India to their highest successful ODI run chase as he notched up a career-best 183 of just 148 balls, studded with 22 boundaries and one that cleared the ropes.
First to reach 150.
Even as Pakistani bowlers were trying to bury the ghosts of Dhaka, Kohli served up another nightmare. This time, he chose Colombo for the masterclass.
Oh, he should have got that. These are the small things that can so matter.
The T20 World Cup. And the arch rivals met in the Super 8 stage. Chasing Pakistan's 128, India were off to a struggling start with Gautam Gambhir departing for a duck. So the stage was set for Kohli to reopen the wounds inflicted in Dhaka. And he certainly did.
The powerful striker off the cricket ball.
First playing the anchor as Sehwag blitzed the Pakistanis before upping the ante in the company of Yuvraj Singh, who was scripting his own fairy tale after winning the fight against cancer. In the end, India were home comfortably, and Pakistan still hadn't beaten their arch rivals at a World Championship. All thanks to Virat Kohli.
Well, it doesn't get any better for me, I guess. It's always an important game against them. Always a high-pressure game. A lot of people expecting a lot of things. So, as I said, God's been kind. The hard work paid off in this game. But the key is to just have the team, win as many games as possible. I think that's the most important thing as a cricketer you can do for the team. And, I just try my best when I'm out there batting for the team. And, if I'm batting well, as long as I play, 10-15 overs, then the team benefits from it. So, the whole idea is that.
Pakistan yet to trump India at a World Cup after 8 attempts. A new star had established himself, Virat Kohli. As for those at CERN, they're still trying. Sports Bureau headlines today.
2012 was certainly the year of Saina Nehwal, threatening to break through that glass ceiling that has been established by the Chinese for the last few years. She finally broke through, and how? A phenomenal year. She fought and smashed her way past the Chinese. On the way came an Olympic bronze and 3 Super Series titles. And suddenly, from discussing the nuances of Test cricket at street corners, we were discussing Saina's smashes and drop shots.
Saina Nehwal, 16th international title.
An Olympic medal. Watching the tricolour flutter. It's what every athlete dreams of, and for Saina Nehwal, it came true. Grit and determination, perseverance, relentless hard work, and never say die attitude. Saina Nehwal is an embodiment of all the things that go into making a true champion. India's ace shuttler has given us so many moments to be proud of this year. Not just the Olympic medal, Saina has won 4 major Super Series titles this year, breaking into the top 3 in world rankings. Though the highlight of the season has to be how regularly she broke through the Chinese wall, considered the toughest opponents on the world stage, dominating them almost at will.
I think now this year it's been great because I'm beating all the Chinese players, and very happy with the years going by. I'm getting more matured and more confident playing against them, and I think in every tournament it's Saina versus China, so I'm still getting used to it, and I hope in the coming years it should be only Saina versus China and I win most of the matches.
Saina's upward surge this season started a day after she turned 22 years old, with the Swiss Open, where she successfully defended her title after defeating Chinese world number 2 Zhijuan Wang.
I beat world number 2 really easily, and that was because the last time when I played her it was a long match and I won the 3 set, but never defeated world number 2 or 3 so easily. So yeah, again it's mentally it gives you a lot of strength that next time when I play any of the Chinese players, they will be scared playing against me.
A confident Saina Nehwal then went on to win her second title of the year as she lifted the Thailand Open Grand Prix gold title after beating the home favourite Ratchnok in Chanan. And a few days later, Saina triumphed her favourite event, the Indonesian Open, for the 3rd time in a row after overcoming the Chinese challenge once more. Arch rival Zhuri Lee, the vanquished in this win.
It was really tough, but I love the crowd here. Whenever I enter the court, I just feel like a champion over here.
But it was in Denmark that the Olympic bronze medalist showed what she is made of. A troubling knee was not going to stop her as she demolished Julian Schenk of Germany in just 35 minutes. The 22-year-old has truly been on a roll this season, consistently winning titles and breaking the glass barrier in badminton and rising to the world number 3. And let's hope there are more reasons to cheer come 2013.
An Indian win at the Grand Slams, a truly Indian win, a completely Indian win. That's what tennis fans have been hoping for some time now, and we thought we'd lost that chance when Leander Paes and Mahesh Bhupathi split up. But no, Sania Mirza and Mahesh Bhupathi came together and made that dream come true. And how they decided to recreate their magic, the one that they created at Melbourne a few years ago at Roland Garros on the red clay of Paris.
The French Open, probably the toughest Grand Slam to win. Ask Pete Sampras or Roger Federer. But Sania Mirza and Mahesh Bhupathi did not fall at the final hurdle like the greats had done so many times. Sania and Mahesh won their second Grand Slam title together after crushing the challenge of Claudia Jans Ignacek and Santiago Gonzalez in the mixed doubles final at Roland Garros. But the win was not an easy one by any means. The India pair were not off to a great start. They got the first break chance in the very first game. But not only did they miss that, Sania dropped her serve in the 3rd game. Sania struggled with both her serve and returns, and Bhupathi too was not getting his shot placements right. They were down 1-3 and also squandered 2 break chances when Claudia was serving in the 8th game. But that is what defines champions. That they grind it out and find that extra gear, which the Indian pair did, breaking Santiago in the 10th game when Bhupathi smashed an overhead volley to draw parity. The set was stretched into a tie-break where the Indians prevailed.
Well done, that's the kind of great.
The second set was a no contest as the Indians ran through their rivals. Santiago was broken in the very first game and the Indians were unstoppable after that. Another break of serve of Santiago put the Indians ahead 4-1 and they comfortably seal the match. A stunning performance by India's most successful mixed doubles trio that will be cherished for a very long time.
There's something about those pictures, isn't there? Watching your man, the person you've bagged, you've supported, you've actually busted your throat over, standing there receiving that award. It gives us such a sense of joy and fulfillment. And in that way, you can say that sport is strange because it's not your win, but it still is your win. And let's hope that the next year actually gives us many more moments like these when we can celebrate. I can take off my tie and take off my jacket and probably join you all in another fantastic journey. On that note, we'll say bye-bye.